So, just to show you how grimdark this all actually is, I'm about to link you to an article, and the article is very well written, but I want to give it from another perspective. This is moderators versus moderators. We all know about how people excuse moderators' actions because, oh, it keeps out the spammers and the trolls. Well, where do spammers and trolls come from? And are moderators actually spending their time dealing with them? Or dealing with you because they don't like you and figure that they have somehow the entitlement to harass you and to ban you and to subjugate you at a whim? That's what this comes down to. And this article does a good job of pointing that out because it is like spy versus spy. They're both spies for major conglomerates in different ways. They may not like each other. They may be even opposed to each other. But the fact is, they're both working in an effort to subvert you. In essence, you are the collateral damage. Your rights are the collateral damage. You are an expendable resource in their battle for supremacy. And the thing is, spammers use the means to get you to go click on stupid ads so that they can track you and that they know what you desire and that they can appeal to you and advertise to you, or just bombard you with stupid shit till eventually it works and they get their money back. That's what it's all about. The spammers are devoted to profit margins, and the tech geeks are just obsessed with controlling every facet of the environment because somehow they're butthurt about the spammers and, of course, about you. They're butthurt about everything. That's just all they are, is anger and hate. And they use their programming skills to come down against everything that they hate, which is everything. So it's just this vicious cycle of more and more control. And to blame it on the spammers specifically is just ignoring the entirety of the problem. It's just as much the fault of moderators that worry about the spammers as it is the spammers themselves. Because guess what? There are many defense mechanisms against spam. If you go to most any forum, there's a CAPTCHA code. And while CAPTCHA codes are tedious and extraordinarily difficult for the normal person to actually read and then register or post or anything, it's still a mechanism, it's still a wall between them and the spammers. So then why do we need moderators? Clearly they have built-in mechanisms to keep out the spammers, but yet they still want to blame the spammers. It's a false flag operation. They're claiming that somehow spammers need to be combated. Let's just replace the word spammers with terrorists. And it's the same shit. While indeed spammers may exist, just as terrorists may exist, they are not the entirety of the problem. And in essence, you're willing to give up your civil liberties, you're willing to give up your dignity just for this imaginary enemy that isn't affecting you nearly as much as it's affecting them. It's affecting their interpretation of how the world should be. It's affecting their power threshold. It's affecting their lives because they're the ones that are bitter and angry and petty. And yet it's you who has to suffer for it. Think about that for a moment. Just think about how their personal feud is costing you. And you're the one that pays for internet every goddamn month. You're the one that paid to buy a computer. You're the one that pays out of pocket just so you can browse the internet. And then they want to fucking tell you that you can't. That there are some websites that you are banned from just because they want you to. But then they have to exist to protect you from the spammers. It's for your safety. It's for your security. Bullshit. That's complete and total bullshit. And the fact that you're willing to go on and on about the government and the Illuminati and other shit like this, and this is right in front of you, and you don't want to see it, don't fucking tell me about the Illuminati. Don't fucking tell me about the government. Don't fucking tell me about what the Chinese or the Russians are doing. Don't fucking tell me about anything. Because this is the reality. It isn't about specific people. It's about an idea. Ideas are bulletproof. Ideas do not compose themselves of flesh and blood. It is an idea that carries on from person to person, infecting them like a disease. It is a disease that populates and just spreads like a virus or something. And it just goes on and on and on, and it's getting worse, and you don't want to see it. What is it going to take? What is it going to take for you to realize that this isn't about, me just being butthurt that I get banned from many places? I would say a couple places, but no, it's just about everywhere because that entitlement is there. It is that thought that's there, that idea that they can do that. And there's nothing I can do. It doesn't matter how nice I am. It doesn't matter how articulated I am. It doesn't matter what I contribute. If anything, all of that is wasting on my behalf. All of that is just me putting in effort for nothing. Because why the hell am I going to be this really nice guy, this smart guy, this guy that makes great posts and great substance and entertains masses just to get fucking banned anyway? That is no incentive on my part. But they're not worried about my incentive. They're not worried about the injustices bestowed on me or bestowed on you. They're worried about themselves and their own ideas of control. And that's what this is all about. And if you ask me, the spammers are the lesser of two evils when it comes to that. Because the spammers are 99% of the time not even people. They're programs. They're programs created by people to just go around shitting up things, and there are more than enough means to deal with them. Another defense mechanism is places like Reddit use limitations on how many times you can post. You can only post like maybe once every 5 minutes. While that wouldn't necessarily stop spamming altogether, it would definitely minimize it. Which, as you notice on Reddit, there isn't a whole lot of spam. But then the individual boards still think they can ban you. Is it the spammers? Is it the trolls? No, they just feel entitled to that. And that's what it's about. It's the idea of entitlement to hurt and rape you. Do you defend that idea? Or do you defend freedom and justice and equality? Don't give me this bullshit that you believe in freedom of speech, that you believe in freedom of association, that you believe in human ingenuity, and that you believe that people are relatively equal when you're going to defend these other motherfuckers. Don't fucking tell me about it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear your lies anymore. You are defending the worst of the worst. You're defending absolute evil. So, I'll link you to the article below. You can read it for yourself and maybe get a firm idea of just how deep this war goes. This is not a battle of people. This is a battle of ideas. And while these two big evil spirits are at each other's throat, it's irrelevant. Their war with each other is nothing compared to what they're doing to us. They're consuming us. They're corrupting us. They're just eating us alive and then shitting us out the other end. And what are you going to do about it? Are you at least going to see it? So, I guess that's it.